I just don't know what to do because I feel like any higher mission I might take ownership of doesn't have a future in it. I want to have a higher mission, but the world feels so corrupt I don't even know what to put my effort towards. Am I too worried about the right thing to spend my life doing and get stuck in option paralysis because I'm too afraid to fail? I don't even know what I want to do. I wouldn't know how to start. I feel so lost, man. Am I cursed to be stuck like this forever? Definitely not, but right now I'm completely frozen in place. These are the most normal problems to have in the world. I feel like such a bum because I can't decide what I want to do with myself. Every time I try to come up with something, my mind is completely blank, as if I don't really want to do anything at all when I know that I do. Fuck me, man. I'm so confused. I feel so alone. Like I just got popped into this world and everybody was just like, I don't know, figure it out, I guess. Just the same as everyone else. The fuck is wrong with me? I feel like I put in so much effort just to end up in the same spot I've always been, repeatedly. It takes everything I have just to not completely give up. How can I become stronger? I don't know what to do. Welcome to the club, my friend. What's so interesting about this comment is that not only is this a super common issue for people, but it was also left on my channel when I have experienced this exact same mindset before, and I still am to some extent. And honestly, this felt like reading a comment for myself like 2 years ago, so I'm gonna treat this like I'm talking to myself back then, but keep in mind, I still have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, and I'm not afraid to admit it because nobody really does. And if they tell you they do, they're probably lying. First of all, if you knew exactly what you were doing all the time, you would be stagnating. You wouldn't be growing because you wouldn't be solving new problems. You wouldn't be stepping into the unknown, which are both things that you have to do if you want to grow. But this part right here hit me hard. I want to have a higher mission, but the world feels so corrupt, I don't even know what to put my effort towards. The world is corrupt, and the world honestly does not reward people who realize this until you actually do something about it. But I will say that the fact you've already noticed this, that the world is corrupt, it's going to help you tremendously down the line, even if you don't realize it yet. Because I remember as a junior in college sitting in the library at like 2 a.m. finishing up this lab report that was due at 7 a.m. the next morning. It really hit me. I was like, what the fuck am I even doing? I don't enjoy this. These classes suck. I hate taking these classes. I already know that I don't want to do anything that revolves around me going down this path. Why am I even doing this? But it was so frustrating because I didn't even know what else I wanted to do. I didn't know what else I could be doing. But this was such a crucial moment in my life, just college and taking classes that I hated, because if I didn't take these classes that I hated, I would not realize that that life I was heading down was not one that I wanted. So that should be priority number one. If you just are lost and confused and you don't know what to do or where to go, we just need to find a direction to run. And if you don't know exactly what that is, like what you actually want and what you're actually running towards, which it sounds like that's kind of the case, what we need to do is figure out exactly what you don't want about your life. What do you not want to end up like in 5 to 10 years? And then all we need to do now is just start running in the opposite direction. Even if you have no idea where you're going, that is the best thing you could possibly do right now. And then once you do that, just start trying anything and everything that makes you like feel genuinely excited. Because when I realized that I didn't want to just like prance through school and just, get a job and work away my entire life, my entire thought process changed because I realized if I didn't want to work for somebody else, I would have to become an entrepreneur. Like that, there's no way around it. And then once I realized that, I started trying every single method you could possibly think of how to make money online. I started the drop shipping store. Like I switched over to the SMMA stuff where I was literally calling restaurants and businesses to see if they would, let me make a website for them to get them a couple more clients, which I had no idea how to do really, but I was trying to do it anyways. And then I started on Twitter to try and build up some sort of like fitness coaching business that I actually did end up having like a little bit of success with, but I knew even when I was doing it and making the money from it that it was not something that I wanted to do long term. So I just scrapped it right away. But I still like Twitter. I still love tweeting. Tweeting is great because I like to write. And then after all that, I was like, what about YouTube? Like I've been obsessed with YouTube my entire life. And so like if I can make good videos, surely that could lead to something, right? And so now after doing it for like 6 months, maybe 3 or 4 consistently, I can finally say like, yeah, this is it. Like I love doing this, even if I wasn't getting paid for it, which I'm not right now. But like you said, I feel like I put in so much effort just to end up in the same spot as I've always been repeatedly. This is literally the story of my life, just putting so much effort into so many different things, like, and then realizing finally that they didn't really lead you anywhere, but they did. Putting effort into those things, even if you don't actually get any tangible results from them, it teaches you what you don't want. It teaches you which things are for you and which aren't. We just happen to find a lot of things that weren't for us. It took me to do all those other things that seemed like the right thing to do at the time to finally realize that none of that was for me, and this appeals way more than anything else. And still, I'm really in a similar spot that I was 2 to 3 years ago, only now I actually know where I want to go, and I'm taking the steps that I need to take to get there. I just don't have the solidified concrete idea of what I'm actually doing. I'm just figuring things out as I go. So what I'm going to say for you right now is don't put all this pressure on yourself to have stuff figured out, because it may seem like people around you and even me know what they're doing. I have no clue. I don't have a goddamn clue. Please understand. I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is that what is much better than beating yourself up for not knowing what to do is literally just doing anything. Doesn't matter what it is. Doing anything besides that. Besides fucking trying to figure out what to do. Pick something and just go and just see how it makes you feel. If it doesn't make you feel good, stop. Then try something else. Until you can do that enough and you find the thing that actually gives you a sense of excitement and sense of fulfillment and something that you could actually see yourself doing for 5 to 10 years. So just take action somewhere, anywhere. It does not matter. Right now you're stuck in a maze and you feel lost, but you have to realize that the walls of this maze are going to come crumbling down once you just let go of the desire to find the exit. So make it a habit, honestly, to sit in silence for 10 to 15 minutes every single day. The people call this meditation, but I'm not joking. Everything becomes so much easier when you learn to tune out all the stuff going on outside and just learn to listen and focus on what's actually going inside and here. What everyone else is doing, what everyone else is thinking, what everyone else says you should do it's unimportant. There's so much going on. You're going to hear so many opinions, so many things. And if you don't learn to tune that out, or at least listen to yourself first before anybody else, your mind's going to be a wreck, because there is a lot of people just throwing bullshit out there, throwing stuff in your face that is not in your best interest. And so I know one of the biggest benefits you will get from just setting aside 10 to 15 minutes to sit in silence is that your intuition is going to grow so much stronger. And your intuition is everything, man. When everything around you just does not seem to make sense and you cannot think of any sort of logical solution for what you should do, there's a good chance that what you should do is not logical, and it's something that might come from your intuition and your gut instead of what you think. It's what you feel. But we really want to make this as simple as possible, and so we want to cut out all the bullshit and just focus on what truly matters. So I'm going to introduce this concept called Ikigai, where you really have to focus on 4 things: what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can get paid for. And like, you can meditate on this. You can use those 10 to 15 minutes and just think about all those things: what you love, what you're good at, what you can get paid for, what the world needs, and really think about that. But also, what I would recommend, what I did and what I continue to do, is making a list of each of those 4 things and writing things down: what I love, what I'm good at, all that, and then looking for patterns between each one, because ideally, your Ikigai, or your higher purpose, is going to be the intersection of all 4 of those things. And like I said, this process is going to take a while. Finding your higher purpose, higher mission, whatever that is, it's going to take time. It's your entire life. It's a big deal. So don't get frustrated if you cannot find all the answers right away. Don't get all mad at yourself. Don't beat yourself up, because again, I still am figuring this stuff out as I go, and I don't have any idea what my higher purpose is, fully solidified, written down. I don't know. But just beginning the process of actually thinking about it is going to make finding those answers so much easier. It is okay to feel lost. It is okay to not know what to do, but you can never, ever, ever give up. Do you understand? Yes, you. I don't give a fuck how hard it seems right now. I don't care how bad you want to throw in the towel. If you do give up, if you do throw in the towel, I will never forgive you. And I expect the same energy from you. This will never happen, but if I were to give up on myself or on you, I would not expect forgiveness. I don't want forgiveness, because I have danced on that edge so many times, so many times. And I promise you, every single time without fail, I come out on the other side realizing that every single time things feel like they're falling apart, they're really just coming together for a much bigger purpose. It always turns out without fail to be exactly what had to happen in order to get you to an even better place. And I promise you, everything will work out in your favor if you let it. Just please never forget that. But I'm watching you. If you ever actually give up, I will know. It's not an option, my friend.